Parents of teens, does this sound familiar? Suddenly, nothing I do is right in his eyes. I miss that little boy who loved me and didn't see me as so flawed. It just hurts. And I never expected this stage would feel so hard. They are so belligerent towards anything that comes through me, they hate me. The harder I try, the worse it seems to make it. Or every day I wake up with a fresh new attitude thinking, this is such a nice day. Maybe it will go well. Maybe I'll go work out. But no, by 8 p.m., I'm hiding in bed with tears in my eyes, just wanting the day to end. You love your teenager so much, so of course, you want to find out the mystery of how the heck to communicate with these creatures. And in an effort to do that, you take on more than your share of the responsibility in the relationship. And let's talk about your inside voice, the things you're saying to yourself. You should know better. I mean, you're the adult. Figure it out. What's your problem? It's not that hard. No one else seems to be having this problem, so this is all your fault. You broke them. You failed, and you should just know how to do this. I blamed myself when I was raising my teens all the time. I particularly blamed myself so much that I thought my oldest son, who has ADHD and autism spectrum disorder, that was my fault. That's how bad I blamed myself for messing them up and breaking them. I mean, it's not even possible. By blaming yourself, you somehow have this story that is going to motivate you to find a better solution, like get you up every day and like, well, you're just going to have to figure it out. Just figure it out. Here's the thing. You were never raised knowing how to parent a teen. I mean, if you're like me, you barely got 6 hours in the hospital about how to get the creature out of your body and keep it alive for 30 days. You sure as shoot didn't get any kind of training on how to parent a teen. So how would you know? You want to know the worst part? When you should on yourself, by blaming and shaming, you actually take yourself out of being part of the solution. Blame and shame increase your stress response to what's already going on. Stress increases anxiety, which lowers your brain's natural access to creative thinking and finding new solutions. And that same stress makes learning new strategies, let alone implementing them, even harder. And confidence is required for resilience to keep you going to find new solutions. So all of that blaming and shaming you're doing for yourself is just tanking your confidence. It's time to stop believing that your actions directly control your teenager's emotions, a belief that was likely set up when you were young. If your parents were angry or unregulated, it was up to you to change your behavior immediately to become more pleasing so that they didn't have to take responsibility for their feelings, but they would be happier because of what you did. So you learned to try harder, do more, and be more likable because anyone being unhappy around you was your fault. Do you see how that might be showing up in your parenting now? When you take yourself off the hook for being 100% responsible for your teenager's emotions, you lift your mouth above the water just long enough to take a breath so you lower your stress enough and actually find creative solutions and more workable, proven strategies. Being a parent in a healthy way means knowing that you are part of the solution. You are not the whole solution. It's time to take a step back and take a breath. When you continue to beat yourself up and say it's all your fault, you hold yourself hostage and make it even harder to turn things around. Here's what one parent said after taking my program. My daughter wants to talk to me, hang out with me, she's laughing more, and she's even asking for my advice. She needed me not to take things so personally and react like she was rejecting me every time she was in a mood. Powerful, right? If your relationship with your teen isn't what you want it to be and it feels hard or even hurtful and you want to feel more like that mom did, who used my proven 3-step framework to create more connection with easier and kinder conversations, then tap my name and the link in my profile. Join the waitlist for my signature program starting again on April 3rd.